Hey guys, I am Foxtrot Delta and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, and I figured that today I would show you guys all of the cool things that I have outside of the Kerbin area. So, with that being said, let's see, what do we have? We have things, well, we have something at Eve. So, Eve Explodium C Probe. I'm going to show you guys this first. Now, there's an interesting story behind this thing. First of all, it was not supposed to land in the Explodium C, which is where it landed. And let's just... Oh, it's landing again. Every time I load it up, it lands. But anyway, so what happened was I came down to Eve, and I entered the atmosphere, and so I tried to aim it up with this light purple spot, because I thought, oh, this thin light purple strip right here is totally land, and all this dark purple, that must be water. And of course, from up here, well, I guess you kind of can tell that's water, but I couldn't tell. I was also on, I think, the dark side of the planet at that time, so I aimed it right between this little section here, and turns out, well, it's water. And so I landed in the Explodium C and then renamed it to the Explodium C probe. But after I did that, let's go back to the Space Center and back to the tracking station, because after I landed that probe, just recently actually, I thought, okay, I'm gonna try this again. So I did, let's see, Eve. Okay, Eve Probe Mark II. Okay, I knew it was there, I just couldn't see it. So I did the Eve Probe Mark II, and well, this time I got it right. I actually went over to Eve again and actually landed on the surface. Although, I'll admit, it's kind of sliding down a mountain slowly and is about to topple over. And I didn't really land in the best spot. I wish I kind of landed down here where it was flatter, but hey, you know, it's better than landing in the water. And it didn't break or anything, so it's completely fine. So, now that you've seen that, let's go see the next thing. Okay, so the next thing on the list is Doona. Let's check out the Doona Probe Mark II. Doona Probe Mark I didn't work. Let's put it that way. And this was actually the first planet I went to. I didn't go to Eve first, I went to Doona first, and I landed this little contraption. Just to, whoop, it's bouncing now. Just to see if it could be done. And well, I did it. It actually had a heat shield on it too before it came down here, but it didn't really need it because it entered the atmosphere so slowly that it didn't even show any redness or signs of heating up. But anyway, so that's a thing that I did and it worked wonderfully. Now this next thing, this is awesome. Or it was awesome, my Doona Rover. Let's go check it out. But there is an issue with it. The same issue with the Mun rover that I have is that it likes to spin endlessly. And once this loads up, you guys will see what I mean. Okay, so, right now, it has no wheels. There are the wheels. Okay, so watch this. Brakes are off, right? Forward. It spins in circles. Let's try to go backwards instead, because maybe that'll work. No. And it's weird, because even if I change the direction in which the wheels are going, it keeps on spinning like this. So I'm just gonna leave it eternally parked here. But the cool thing that happened with this was I actually landed on the pole, like right about here. And I actually drove all the way up to here, because I wanted to see the redness with this thing, and that's what I did. And now that it's broken, I have to send another one eventually, so I will probably do that sometime soon. But, and you'd think that if I sent another one, the same issue would happen, but no, because I've tested it on Kerbin, the same probe, the same rover, and it works fine. It drives forward, backward, it spins in any direction you want, and there's no issues. So it's only with my already landed rovers that there are any issues, which is really, really annoying. Okay, so now we're getting into the more interesting things. You guys remember that ion shuttle that I tried to make and didn't really work that well? Well, I kind of did make it, but not really. I did it before, and it was unmanned, and that's Joule Research 1. As you can see, it has a pretty nuts orbit. But I'm lucky I got into orbit at all, because look at what this thing is using. It is using 3 ion engines. It has 4 massive solar panels. It's covered in these thermoelectric whatever they're called. And it has a bunch of unnecessary antennas and stuff to make it way more heavy than it should be. But we are orbiting Jool, the gas giant. And look, there's whatever it's called. Let me check. I don't remember. Lathe. And I've yet to go to any moons around any other planet. It's still a little bit out of my reach technologically. But it's just so cool that I've gotten in orbit around a gas giant. And it's just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful being this far out and looking down at this huge thing just hanging there in space. And this thing's also pretty huge. I mean, look at the size of this thing. This is nuts. But anyway, there's one more thing that I want to show you guys, and it's by far the most, well, it's the most unique and the most interesting. Okay, so the most unique and the most interesting thing that I have is Voyager 1. And if you can see here, it says on escape trajectory out of the sun. Now what I did with this was I sent it up, looped it around the mun. Or maybe I didn't. Because the first one I did, I think I did that. Second, I don't know. Because I tried this multiple times. But I believe this is the one that actually looped around Jool. And I tried to send it out of the solar system. And I'm pretty sure it succeeded at doing that. Because there's the sun. And you can't see anything around it. If you look at the map, there's nothing. There's nothing around it at all. There's the sun. You can't even see any other planet. Oh, now you can. I zoomed out enough. But look at how far away we are. Look at this. This is crazy. We are so far away from the solar system, and it's just going. It's been up here 29 years, almost as long as my first space station I ever made that was a complete fail. That was up there 30 years. So this was like the second thing that I launched into space. And it's just gone. And so let's get out of the map here. All it had were these solar panels to keep it going. No thermoelectric generators or anything. Just complete power of the sun. And it still has fuel in it, I think. Yeah. So, this is the Voyager 1. I think I will leave this Kerbal Space Program episode here. If you guys liked it, please be sure to let me know. I do enjoy making these. And I know this wasn't really like a tour of Kerbal system episode like the ones I've been doing. I thought I really just wanted to show you guys the other stuff that I've made. And this is way cooler than any satellite I have around Kerbal. But I think the next video I do, I will be landing on Minmus with my Apollo ship. So keep an eye out for that. But so if you guys like this video, please be sure to leave it a like. And if you are not subscribed, please subscribe if you want to see more of this type of stuff. If you guys did not like this video, please be sure to let me know why, and hopefully I can make my next videos better so that you guys can enjoy them. And so yeah, as I said, if you enjoyed it, let me know. And as always, I am Foxtrot Delta, and I'll see you next time.